In an industry saturated with formulaic sequels and reboots, one film dared to reimagine the superhero genre from the ground up and succeeded spectacularly. Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse wasn't just another superhero movie. It was a genre-redefining masterpiece that fused groundbreaking animation with heartfelt storytelling. Released in 2018 to a 97% score on Rotten Tomatoes and nearly $400 million at the global box office, this film proved that animated superhero stories aren't just viable, they're essential. So, why has Hollywood been so slow to follow its lead? Hollywood's safety net. Why studios fear the new. It's no secret that major studios often shy away from risk. Familiarity sells, and executives frequently greenlight projects that echo past box office hits. The result? Endless cinematic universes, live-action remakes, and more sequels than audiences can keep up with. This cautious mindset has created a creative bottleneck, especially within the superhero and animation genres. Despite both genres thriving independently, few studios have been bold enough to combine them meaningfully. The runaway success of Into the Spider-Verse should have opened the floodgates, but 6 years later, its influence feels like a whisper rather than a wave. A match made in cinematic heaven. Superhero films are inherently over the top, filled with reality-defying stunts, energy blasts, multiversal madness, and costume-clad crusaders. These elements are tailor-made for animation, where visual creativity has no ceiling. Unlike live action, animated films aren't bound by realism or the limits of VFX budgets. They're limited only by imagination. Spider-Verse didn't just acknowledge this truth, it celebrated it. It told a deeply human story wrapped in an explosive and visually electric art style that couldn't exist in any other medium. From Miles Morales' stutter-step animation reflecting his growth, to the vibrant collage of comic book panels, the film became a love letter to both superheroes and animation itself. Into the future. Why Spider-Verse is more than a one-off. The success of Spider-Verse wasn't a fluke. It was lightning in a bottle, but that lightning can strike again. The film's style, tone, and emotional intelligence resonated with audiences of all ages. It didn't just rejuvenate Spider-Man, it reminded the world of animation's narrative power. And audiences responded. So, what's stopping the next Spider-Verse? Certainly not a lack of material. The superhero world is full of untapped characters and universes that would thrive in an animated format, from cosmic sagas to street-level stories. What's needed is creative freedom, artistic trust, and the willingness to treat animation as a mature, expressive medium, not just a kid's genre. Superhero fatigue meets animation apathy. Talk of superhero fatigue has become common, even as tentpole films continue to draw massive audiences. But perhaps what audiences are truly tired of is repetition, not superheroes themselves. Likewise, animated movies have been reduced to remakes or sequels of former glory, lacking originality and risk-taking. Into the Spider-Verse proved that both genres still have so much to offer, if they evolve. If more studios approached superhero storytelling with the same passion, vision, and innovation, we might see a renaissance in both arenas. Not just more animated superhero movies, but better ones. Let animation be super again. Hollywood doesn't need another shared universe. What it needs is the boldness to pursue originality in form and function. That's what Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse represents, a creative risk that paid off in every way imaginable. It blended style and substance, spectacle and sincerity, in a way that live-action superhero films often struggle to do. More theatrical animated superhero movies are not just welcome, they're overdue. With the right vision and storytelling, they could very well become the next gold standard in cinema.